Hi, this is Stephen from Sound of an Ocean Wave, coming to do day 30 of the March daily draws. And I hope everyone's well and ready to hear today's message. As usual, I'll be taking the first card from the Tarot of Dreams deck and an Oracle card from the Oracle of Visions deck. And I shall just give this deck a last minute shuffle, and then we'll choose our first card and see what the cards have to say to us today. It's the weekend, and it's a nice sunny, fairly warm day here where I am in the UK, and hope the weather's not too bad where you are and that you're all feeling well. So let's get down to choosing the first card. Okay, here we go. So today we'll go there, and the card today is the Eight of Cups, and this may be a time to move on to a different situation, moving away from the past or a present situation, either moving physically, and that involves, and of course it's the cups, it's the emotions, so there's an emotional journey as well in this. So it could be a physical move that obviously will have an emotional impact upon on us if we make a physical move to a different location, or it could be an emotional move, emotional journey from one situation to another. So we're leaving something behind, we're perhaps leaving attachments behind, relationships behind, things that served us for a time but don't anymore. There's something missing, and we're off to pursue that which is missing. And these situations that we're moving from, we're not to dismiss them or consider them mistakes, but rather, to me, like a stepping stone up to a higher level, and like he's climbing up. So we're moving up to the next level, the next stage in our lives. So there's nothing wrong with what went on before, but now we're feeling that there's something else that needs to come in. So but we've got to move up to meet it and to reach that. And he's going up in almost into the stars, almost reaching for the stars, as it were, and he's following the light of the moon. So maybe follow our intuition as we move forward. So basically our next steps are to move up. We're moving up a level, emotionally as well as spiritually, and it may involve leaving something behind, leaving people behind, but the experiences that perhaps we're moving on from have taught us things, have helped us to grow in order to be stepping stones up to the next level of the next stage of our lives. So don't regret what's gone on before. We can't change our past, we can't change it, but we can change. We can determine how we allow that past to either cling on to us and keep us in our present condition, or we can use it as a springboard, a stepping stones up to the next level of our lives and to spur us on. So it's how we view the experiences that have gone before. We can allow them as experiences to entwine around us so we can't move, or we can decide that those we can move on and use those as steps forward. So I think that is the message of the card. Whatever's gone before, we're moving up a level now, and we can use the experiences to as lessons and as in to a part of growth to move upwards. But now we're reaching out for that next step, that next stage and experience that we're wanting to come into our lives. So that's the message of this card today. Let's see what oracle card we get with it. So basically we're moving on up. We're moving on up. It's an upward progression. So let's see what oracle card we get. Okay, here we go. Today we go there, and we have this is the chance card. This is like fate. This is just haphazard. That if you give a monkey enough time at a typewriter, he might, with an endless stream of goes, he might produce something worthy of like a Shakespearean works, which is the old adage that given enough time and different combinations. So are we going to leave it to chance or just probability, or are we going to determine our next step? Are we going to leave it to chance and fate and just let it unfold haphazardly, or are we actually going to determine our next step and move forward with clarity and with decision and will in a certain direction and focus, and become the co-creators of our life, so that we become, we are part of that life. We are that life. We're united with the universe in our lives, and we're not just passive recipients of whatever is thrown at us. That we actually are taking an active role in determining the next steps as we move forward. So be empowered by your past experiences rather than trapped by them, restricted by them. Let them empower you and spur you onwards and upwards to that new experience that you're waiting and looking for, and keep moving forward. That's the message for today. I'll be back tomorrow to do day 31. That's the last day of the March daily draws, and so I will be back tomorrow for that. And until then, take care everyone. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Okay, bye bye.